day 2. It feels like we've been here forever. Yesterday was so just long. We were shopping and then there was the mehendi at night. My henna has developed beautifully as I slept, but the jet lag and the sleep deprivation is starting to really get to me. This morning we had to wake up at 7:30 to make it for breakfast, and there's a bus that will be taking us to the next location. The wedding and the rest of the festivities will be at this resort. Should be cool. Should use a little cleaning.
सावन में लगी गई
Thank you. Morning. Real nice. Okay, room 7. Why is there a baby bed? Wait, why is there an elephant here? Why is there cheetah? Are there monkeys in this area?
It's so nice.
It's so nice. Okay, so we need 2 outfits today. Well, actually, you could technically wear 3, but this is already so difficult. We flew here with limited storage space. I'm thinking that this top that I got yesterday, which is the blouse that I'll be wearing with the sari, and it's yellow, which is needed for the Haldi. Or maybe I should just wear the top that I have with my lenga, but then I don't know what bottoms to wear. I don't think I completely understand what's the vibe of the engagement, because it's tonight that's the party, so that's when I need the lenga.
You need the lenga for tonight, but maybe you should wear it now and then change for the Haldi and then put it again.
Yeah, maybe I'll wear it with this top right now, and then at night I'll put on the proper set. I could wear the sari now too.
But it's difficult to put on.
It's true, I can't put it on by myself. Okay. This does fit. Actually, I need to put on the shoes.
And I'm like, what? You lose a pair of shoes?
I'm fired. Should I put on the pearls? Where did I put my bangles? Before anyone says it's disrespectful to vlog a wedding, I need you to see how many photographers and videographers there were, as well as drones. And of course, I was given permission by the newlyweds.
स्मरामि अमृतमस्तमृतोपस्तरणमशे स्वाहा ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा सुवर्णस्य हिरण्यस्य जन्म जयेवगं सुवर्णस्य हिरण्यस्य जन्म वेद भवति शताय पुरुषस्य देवेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतिष्ठते.
Thank you. Took a power nap. I was like dozing off by the end of the ceremony, feeling rejuvenated. Help me with my shoes, please. I really like that here there's a culture of like wearing skirts like very high up on your stomach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Because as someone that doesn't have a flat stomach,
no one does.
yeah, most people don't. And if you do, then you show it off. And I just feel like this is not a trend I wish to participate in necessarily. Anyway, so I feel sleek and sexy and I feel good about my stomach. We were given this dessert. It's wrapped in a banana leaf. The fun don't stop. Just had lunch, was very yummy, and had some really nice conversations with the people next to us. Got to learn a lot about the food, how it's eaten, what regions it originates from, why they eat certain things. Like, did you know? I told the girl that I was next to me, I was like,
You gotta leave in your teeth.
I asked the girl next to me why there aren't really that many fresh vegetables. Everything is always cooked. And she said that cooked food is easier to digest and raw vegetables aren't. And so they say that it confuses the stomach, and so for digestive purposes. But I'm realizing that it's not just religion that motivates the culture here. Like medicinal, they talk about turmeric, how it's like antiseptic, how it's like medicinal, how like henna it like cools down your body because there's tea tree and like eucalyptus. And I think that's really interesting. I've also changed out of my lenga bottom. I've put on my black skirt because the... Oh my god, what is the turmeric thing called?
Haldi.
Sorry. Because the Haldi, they're going to be throwing a lot of turmeric, and turmeric is very yellow and very much so stains. And so you'll see actually that most people are wearing yellow, which I think is so fabulous.
सर पे कंधे पे और नींद पे पैर भी पैर से
This is just the first person doing it. She already looks like that.
ईशान पुलकित और अर्जुन के लगा देना
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਠੰਡ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਠੰਡ
That's not cleansing. Oh, violation. Upon receiving all the photos that the photographers took, I'm realizing how not subtle it was, how horrified I was of the mess and the moisture and all the things sticking to them. I just think that my reactions are like pretty funny because I've been told a lot that like I can't hide emotions on my face, and I'm starting to believe it. Got dressed and we're at the Sangeeth right now. There's a lot more people staring, and I realize it's probably because they've invited new people. I think there's going to be new people at this event than there have been at the previous ones. Actually, I think we're the first white people here, so already that's something. And yeah, the party's just getting started. This event is the engagement party, and here we can see the bride and groom making their big grand entrance. Now, this event ended up pretty much just being a big talent show. There was catering, sparklers, of course a stage for the talent to be performed on. Look how absolutely beautiful my friend Spurti is. I know she was exhausted from this week, but she was so graceful in making everyone feel seen and taken care of. Gorgeous, gorgeous princess behavior. Now, as you can tell, the music is rather loud, so I did have to take a little break.
How is it bubbling?
So they put the pan is like super hot.
Yeah.
They make it hot and they put in the wood, and then they put the piece of cake, ice cream on top, and then like chocolate. And chocolate, when you touch the pan, because it's really really hot, it starts bubbling and sizzling.
Wow, that's incredible.
And then some little peanut on top.
Alright, now back to the performances. Yo, peep the drone. The amount of videographers and everything was nuts. So here we see different groups of family members like uncles and aunties and cousins, varying levels of skill sets. However, here you can see one of the cousins of the groom, who I believe is a choreographer and helped with a number of the performances. They are eating it up. This is the bride's little brother's friend group doing a little performance. Then we have Spurti, the bride, and her friend group from university and childhood friends. Honestly, this looked really, really fun, and I do wish I could have been up there on the stage with them, but I was like an international guest, and so I know it would have been like really difficult to coordinate. Speaking of coordination, here are the other white people from France. These are some of the friends of the groom, but the creme de la creme performance, in my opinion, were these aunties that were getting down. This one's pretty good too. You could see the choreography cousin in the background, which I think is so nice of him that he's in the back to not like outdo anyone. But I thought it was just so sweet, like all the family like getting together, a good reason to spend some more like quality time, and like I'm sure it like eased the nerves getting up to the wedding. Of course, we have to give credit to the families of the newlyweds. Behind the scenes, they're doing so much to make this day as magical as it is. Having been talking to Spurti as it was all coming together, I know how much heavy lifting the families and friends provide. It really does take a village.